Yeah. Hustling and grinding, don't know where to go. Emerald Coast board, got the knowledge flow. Whispers in the wind, strategies unfold. Business blueprint like a pirate's code.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Tab Lab with your host, Mickey Kilburn, whoop, whoop, and myself, Neil Grossheider. Before we get started, just a quick shout out to a couple people. Big thanks to Ryan Balmer with the Suffer Up podcast and Tanya Seabrook with her podcast, Run a Show. They help us out a lot. We use Tanya's studio. Ryan helps us on the back end because we're us and he's good at this stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, but
We're just a bunch of guys doing a video and they make us look better.
pretty much that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But today we're actually going to talk about something that's kind of sombering. It's nobody tells you this. Like, this is something nobody tells you when you want to start a business.
No, they do not.
We hear it a lot. Like, I want to start my own business.
Mhm.
I'm excited to get out there on my own. I got this great idea. I have an MBA. I've gone through business classes. I went through YouTube University.
Yeah.
And I'm ready. And then they get there and this silent killer creeps up.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden it's affecting way more than their business.
Yep.
Because we are going to talk about, or our topic for today is neglecting your health for the sake of the business.
Yep.
This one's big.
It is, because a lot of people start a business thinking, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to get up, I'm going to get it running, and then I'm going to take a vacation every quarter.
Yep.
And then once a year, I'm going to do a trip to Europe, and I'm just going to like backpack through the mountains.
Man, this sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, but what really happens?
Well, you're pretty much working, I don't know, if you work a 12-hour day, that's a good day.
Yeah.
It's a great day.
Yeah.
If you work a 20-hour day, well, it's pretty average, I guess.
Yeah. It is crazy like that. And it's like, you become running around like crazy. You are like a toddler on a Red Bull.
It's exactly what it is.
It is.
I mean, we go so much into starting the business, running the business. Now all of a sudden, and we've talked about this before, we become the bottleneck of the business, and the business cannot function or rely or even work without us.
Yeah.
And so if you do take that vacation, what happens to your business? If you do go hiking through Europe, what happens to the business? So entrepreneurs end up sacrificing their health just to make sure the business keeps going.
Yeah. And if they do take that trip, they end up calling whoever's in the office.
True.
Hey, how's it going today? What's going on? Instead of enjoying that vacation and getting that much needed rest and recharging.
They can't turn it off.
That's right. They can. And they just go on and on and on and on.
Yep.
And there's never a break.
No. And it is a huge detriment to not only the physical health, but the mental health of that entrepreneur. It's insane.
Yeah, it really is. It's just ways and ways and ways. And then each time, something else happens, it just makes it that much worse. And then you start neglecting your health. All of a sudden you stop going to the gym all the time. Even just getting out, something so simple as, hey, you know what? It's lunchtime. I'm going to get out and I'm going to walk down Palafox.
Weird.
The brand new open Palafox.
That's nice.
Walk down there, get some sun, sit out there, get some vitamin D.
Yep. Just chill.
We don't do that.
No.
Too busy.
We have too much to do.
I don't have time for that.
No. I mean, why would we? We have work to do.
Yeah.
We have to run the business.
Right. Yeah. And we don't do that. We don't take care of our health. Next thing you know, that doctor's appointment you were supposed to go to.
I was getting ready to ask, have you ever had been talking to somebody who is like, oh yeah, well, I had a doctor's appointment, but I had to reschedule it because this fire popped up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely it has.
Happens all the time.
And even my own self, I was, my last annual physical, after I was done, they're like, okay, go get your blood work done. That was August. It is June. I still haven't done my blood work, by the way.
I am not working him this hard. I do want to point that out. I am not working him this hard because he just wants me to say that.
But you get busy and you're working hard. And then, and quite honestly, It's not that I'm putting all my business first, but I get busy, and then when it's not so busy and I have that downtime, I forgot all about it.
Yep. And it just goes in the background, and that's how we silently neglect our health.
Absolutely, we do.
And it goes straight to the thing. We always use this proverbial scenario of, well, what happens if I get hit by a bus?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we use that all the time. Business
Mhm.
owners use that all the time. It's just this proverbial bus that's going to hit us, and then what happens kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That proverbial bus can look like a heart attack, stroke, some sort of chronic illness,
Mm-hmm.
something that happens due to all the stress that we're under.
Oh, yes.
And we say these things that they're important, that we have to have our business built to where it can run without us, but we never actually implement those things. So that proverbial bus is actually creeping up a lot faster on entrepreneurs than they know. And that's why this is such a scary and in-depth, kind of hard topic to talk about.
Yeah, it is. And how many of people have you run into who are under 30
Mm-hmm.
and they just go, you know what? I'm good. I'm young.
Yep. They say that all the time. I got plenty of time left.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to go to the doctor. I don't need to do that. I'll
Yep.
go to the gym when I'm, can. And they never did.
They don't. And like, I am probably one of the world's worst. Like, I grew up not going to the doctor. Like, I had to go. My parents are all about me going to the doctor, but I hated it. I don't really know why. Like, my dad was like never a go to the doctor kind of person. It was always like, you'll be fine kind of thing. And I kind of carried over. So now Corey actually has to like schedule my doctor's appointments for me because I just forget. And yeah, I just totally forget. I don't even think
Yeah.
about going to the doctor for anything. She's like, you got to go to the doctor.
Yep.
I'm like, my bad.
Yeah.
And then I go and I do what I'm supposed to, and then I totally forget.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, just like with the labs, it's like, oh crap, I gotta go get labs done.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
Absolutely. I always tell my doctor too. The reason a lot of times I don't go is because I always tell my doctor I'm allergic to shots. So
Well, I mean, yeah, those needles, boy.
if you think that you're good with shots, go in the military. The minute that you kind of get where you don't want no more. I think I'm immune to everything.
Oh yeah. Quick fun story with that. First time I got like to my first base, we have to get all these immunizations, and I got 4 shots in less than 10 seconds. He had them all lined out, and you ready? And I was like, ready for what? And he was like, choo-choo-choo. And I was like, just happened. And then he like ran out the door.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is happening?
Coward!
Yeah,
Come
I
back
was
here.
like, come back.
Yeah. It's true though. We'll find any reason not to go, as far as, I got meetings to go to. I got to go meet this
Correct.
potential client. That's a
Takes
big one too.
precedence.
I can go spend money at the doctor, or I can, this potential client that's going to put money in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to find a reason not to go.
Oh, it's 100%. It's so easy. It's like,
Mhm.
there was this email came through that I had to take care of real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, now I'm late for the doctor's appointment. I'll just reschedule.
Yeah. Or how about
Happens
this
all the
one?
time.
You wake up in the middle of the night because you got to go to the bathroom. You lay back down and you go, did I pay that invoice? Wait a minute. Did I get that proposal out? And then you don't sleep.
Then you don't sleep. And
Yep.
that's a fun one.
You're sitting up now, all of a sudden you're at your computer.
Yep. Because entrepreneurs are notorious for wearing that like a badge.
Yes.
I only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. It's fine.
I'll sleep
It's
when
fine.
I'm dead.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. I operate better that way.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that one.
That one's fun.
Yeah. Caffeine. I'll just drink extra coffee.
Oh, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Mhm.
That one's actually huge because the sleep deprivation is literally equivalent to being drunk, making these decisions.
Okay. Hit me. I know you've got a
So
study or
I
a
do.
survey.
Well, so sleep is so important, especially deep sleep and REM sleep, the REM
Yeah.
cycles. So there's this thing in our brain called the glymphatic system. And the glymphatic system only activates when you have this deep focus or this deep sleep kind of going on. And what it does is it takes all the waste in our brain and flushes it out. So it's cleaning out our brain while we're sleeping. So if we don't allow this glymphatic system to actually clean out our brains, think about operating in an office that never gets cleaned by a janitor.
Yeah.
That's literally what is happening. All the clutter, all the dirt, all the grime that keeps building up because nobody's cleaning it is happening in our brains. So our brains start getting cluttered, they start getting foggy, and we literally cannot make decisions well enough to the point where we could if our brains actually were clean.
Yeah. It's kind of like when I was in the Navy, we'd always call it a data dump.
Yep.
Your brain's got to do a data dump.
That's all it is.
Got to clean it out.
That's exactly what it is.
That makes perfect sense. And if you don't get enough sleep, there's more to that. See, we always talk about the health.
We do.
They always go like, oh, yeah, heart attack, stroke, things like that with the stress. But here's the other thing. When you are not sleeping, you don't think clearly.
No.
You're going to lose creativity. You're going to probably make some bad decisions.
Yes.
There's a lot of that.
So I'm going to get nerdy again.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Apologize.
If you're going to get nerdy, hold on.
Get nerdy. He's ready for it.
Hold on. Okay. Talk to me, Grease.
You need to show that to them. This is fantastic. This is fantastic.
Talk to me, Grease.
I love it. Love it. So he's got, before I jump into my nerdy style, the grease pencil, that's Talk to Me Grease aspect of it, I'm holding a grease pencil, it looks like. And I had the thought a while ago, because I get all these fun shower thoughts. And then whenever I pass that threshold from the shower, I forget them all. So I got myself a grease pencil, made some laminated pieces of paper, and put them in our shower now. That whenever I have my shower thought, I write them down.
His brain blast.
It's my brain blast, and I can use it. I love that mug. That is fantastic.
Yeah, that has been in the works since our tab after hours. Yes, sir.
That is probably the coolest mug.
You know, and if I could have found out who your commanding officer was, I was going to try to get you a name patch too. But
they would have loved it.
Put that on there, so
they would have loved it.
Grease.
Yeah, they would have loved it.
Yeah.
That's
Go
fantastic. Ahead. Hopefully, none of them actually watch this.
Oh,
we'll
hope.
Find out.
Let's hope.
We'll find out if they do.
Yeah. Talk to me, Grease.
Yeah.
Give
here
me
we
the
go.
Stats.
So, going back to this whole stress, chronic stress kind of thing, not being able to make decisions well because we don't sleep and all this other stuff. So there's this thing that's called allostatic load. We've talked about it before, but it's when you are under constant stress, when the cortisol and the adrenaline is constantly getting released into your brain, into your body. What happens is this allostatic load, as it continues to increase and as it stays on our bodies, our prefrontal cortex begins to shrink. Now, this is super important because our prefrontal cortex, you know what it does?
Tell me, Grease.
You're all about this.
I'm all in, baby.
I love it. Our prefrontal cortex is actually responsible for making executive decisions.
Wow.
So the more burnt out we are, the more we allow the stress and the cortisol to stay on us, we are actually decreasing the part of our brain to make executive decisions.
So 3 Red Bulls and a cup of coffee a day doesn't fix that?
Probably not so much, no.
Oh.
No. It's
Are y'all taking notes?
It's pretty important because, I mean, you're shrinking that part of your brain, and then the other part it does, so I know I talk a lot about the brain, it actually damages your cardiovascular system. Hence the strokes and the heart attacks that happen because of this.
Yeah.
Because of the induced stress.
Take breaks. Take vacations.
Breaks.
Go to the gym.
It's a weird concept. So I always like to use the match scenario, or like the metaphor, where you have a line of matches. Half of them are burnt, and the fire is spreading fast to the unburnt matches. You pull a match out, just pull it down. You take a break. You go for a walk. Guess what happens to that fire? It stops.
Yeah.
That's it. It's literally that simple. Do what Mickey was saying. Just walk. Go for a walk.
And you know, and if you live down here like we do by the beach,
this is fantastic.
That's awesome.
This is fantastic. I'm so happy.
Oh, yeah. You know, if you live by the water, you know, if you live like us by the Gulf, we can just walking by the water, or even just sitting there. There's something so therapeutic about it. And if you don't live here, you're like, and you're near a lake, creeks, rivers, go sit and just watch the water for a while. There's something so therapeutic and mind releasing with that. There's probably some cool survey or study about that, that it talks about how, or, you know, that's just so therapeutic. It just, my wife and I will do that. Tanya and I will walk on the beach, and it's just coming back. We don't hardly even talk because it's just so, relaxed. It's amazing.
It is.
What that does to our brain, that recharge, that refresh.
It's really all it is. You're actually inhibiting that cortisol from taking over.
Yeah.
I don't remember that hormone that actually inhibits it, but there is a hormone that inhibits it, and it's due to watching it. It's almost like watching a fire as well. Like, when you're camping and you're just like getting zoned in on the fire. Yep.
That's so true. I didn't think about camping. That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Yep. It's crazy.
I like that.
Brains are awesome.
Yeah.
Brains are awesome. But this stuff is really where we need to focus, because entrepreneurs do this all the time. We don't take the breaks. We don't get enough sleep. We are constantly focused on the business, even on vacations. We're constantly focused on this stuff. Yeah. And it's literally decreasing our ability to run our business better.
Yeah. We're driving our bodies like a rental car.
Yep. That is a great analogy.
We just run it and run it.
Don't
care, it's not my car, right?
That's right. I got insurance on it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. But I don't go to the doctor. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about oil changes, none of that stuff. It's a real car.
It's a real car. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
no.
Fine.
Gotta get it. Gotta get healthy. Gotta stay healthy.
Yeah.
Because, it sounds crazy. We talk about this, and people always think that when we talk about this, that's about health. But your business is actually critical. This is critical. If you don't take care of yourself and your body, we all know, have heard this, that if you don't take care of your body, eventually your body's going to make you take care of it.
Correct.
And you don't need to get to that point. What happens if you keep running like this 90-0, and then something happened and now you're out for months and you didn't have any processes and procedures in place because you were the bottleneck?
Ooh, SOPs, baby.
And guess what? You come back and all your customers are left for somebody else because you weren't around and you didn't have contingencies in place to cover you. You have to take care of yourself, because taking care of yourself is important to you, your family, your friends, and your business, because you will not have a business if you do not take care of yourself.
No, not at all. And so you hit some big things here, and I want to focus in on the SOPs, not because I'm a nerd about them, but because this is one of the best solutions. Yeah, here we go. But because this is one of the best solutions to this entire problem. So we talk about being able to take a step back. We talk about going on vacations. We talk about all these different things. And I know the people out there listening to this, the entrepreneurs, are like, that's cool. I can't.
Right.
I can't. My business won't run without me.
Yeah.
SOPs are one of the number one ways to prevent this silent killer from coming in. Because what an SOP does is it first allows you to remove yourself from the business, because if the SOPs are built correctly, anybody should be able to run it. I mean, think about how McDonald's got started.
Exactly.
They're teenagers running this. They're the teenagers making sandwiches, making hamburgers, and everything else. It doesn't need the owner to do it. So bringing in these SOPs allows the owner, the entrepreneur, to actually delegate these tasks, these resources, whatever that has to be done, gives them a chance to step out. And as long as people are proficiently doing it, they can go for that walk. They can go for that vacation because SOPs are running it.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the main fixes to this problem.
It is. And the other thing with the SOPs is it's the same experience every time.
Yep.
You don't want a business to come to you that is your business,
correct,
or your customer that you're talking to, that they come in and go, hey, this time you did it this way. This time was completely different. And then the next time it's completely different again.
Yeah.
When you walk into McDonald's in Tennessee, the quarter pounder is the exact same as it is in California.
Yep.
And here in Florida, they're exactly the same because SOPs.
I mean, the ketchup's on the outside on the bun everywhere you go. That's part of their SOPs, I think.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it is.
And then the cheese has to be off to the side.
Yeah, and the pickle's on the other side.
Yeah, like one pickle.
The one pickle.
Yeah, or 50 pickles. Yeah.
It's how it is, though.
It is.
Because by doing that, by implementing good SOPs, and I want to preface that part, not just SOPs, good SOPs, you don't need it. You don't need to be there.
Yep.
And that's a vital thing the entrepreneurs just have a really hard time of letting go. Like I know, for instance, like we've talked about this before, but Mickey has like 80,000 pages of SOPs and SOIs, standard operating instructions.
I think it's 80,250.
That's probably more accurate. Probably, because I went pretty in depth with them. But
Mhm.
it's running so much on its own that Mickey actually calls me, "Hey man, we haven't talked in like a week.
Yep.
I miss you, bud."
Yeah.
Because technically, you wouldn't need to, would you?
No. That's because we're friends. That's
That's-
why I call you.
Yeah.
I don't need to call him.
No, but for the business itself, it is running how it should. I don't need to be involved at all. I just
Mhm.
get the reports back.
Yep. Yeah.
Because we've implemented this, because I know that this will affect my health. If I am trying to run a tab board or tab business, and I have 30 members, that is me constantly keeping up with 30 entrepreneurs, doing all
Yeah.
of their coachings. I mean, that gets ridiculous. There's a lot of stuff in my brain. And if I leave all of a sudden, I can't take a vacation because I don't have time, because I'll miss coaching sessions, I'll miss board meetings, I'll miss all these different things. There's no way I can physically do
Yeah.
that without getting stressed out, without being into that allostatic load danger
Mhm.
zone. So Mickey runs his, Tara runs hers, I run mine. And they just send me reports.
Yeah.
And I don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's easy.
It is easy.
And when you have those SOPs, and I know you're going to geek out a little bit here, but those SOPs, when you develop them, you're developing them so that you don't have to be in the business, so that you can be on the business.
Yes.
But what it does is when you have SOPs and people are following SOPs, it creates muscle memory.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's on automatic. Things are going.
It becomes a routine. It becomes a habit.
Absolutely.
I
And then
love it.
you don't have to worry about, because it's just such a muscle memory. I mean, it's like in the military when we drill. It's muscle memory.
It is. It becomes muscle memory. And so this stuff is like, I know this is only one solution we've provided
Mhm.
with this, but it is the best
It
solution.
absolutely is.
The best solution we can possibly do. That and like take a break. Because there have been so many studies out there that have found that entrepreneurs report a much higher mental health issue than any other white collar profession out there.
Yeah.
So entrepreneurs have a much higher risk of having mental health issues. And those creep up. Those come in late.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not until it's a breaking point that those get identified.
Yeah.
And it's very important to implement these SOPs before those mental health crises happen.
Right. And you talked about the vacations and stuff. You do not have to, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they're not rich. If you watch some of our other podcasts, we've had that
Yeah.
discussion that you don't have tons and tons of money to take cruises or all inclusives. We're not talking about that.
Mm-mm.
We're talking about if you're married and have kids, grab your spouse and your kids and just go do something for a Saturday. Find a hiking trail, walk the hiking trail, go sit at the beach, go to a museum, something that is taking your brain and recharging it, because not only is it recharging you, but it's reconnecting you with your life. Because we talk about life, health, and business. This connects with your life. I would bet most entrepreneurs' wives would love that.
They would.
Because you're putting it down and you're spending time with them and the children if you have them. If
Yep.
you don't, that's fine. Even if you don't
Yourself.
have, a spouse and kids, or you got a dog, take the dog
Yeah.
to the dog park.
I-
Something.
Because what you're doing is you're disconnecting your conscious effort from the business to focus your conscious effort on your life aspect. And we've talked about this a little bit before, but the unconscious thought theory. Basically, what happens is your brain solves these complex problems in your unconscious mind. So when you do take the dog for a walk, when you do go to the museum, when you do a little staycation with the family, and you're focused on them or just relaxing, the unconscious portion of your brain is actually solving that complex issue that you were so stressed about. So if you don't give your brain a chance to actually do its job, you'll never solve that complex issue because you're constantly focused on it. You'll just keep trying and trying. Let your unconscious brain do that for you.
It's kind of funny you said that, because it made me think of like, how many cop shows do you watch? And they finally go from the office and they go to lunch and something happens around them that goes,
Oh, that's what it is.
or the person they're talking to, or
Correct.
they saw something in their burrito. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what you're saying, that you could solve problems and not even realizing it.
But you have to give your brain the chance to actually do it, because your unconscious thought is actually more powerful than your conscious thought, which is allowing it to solve these complex issues for you.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Lots of brain stuff. So I know he's like geeked out over here.
Document grease. All right, guys. So we are coming up on time, but we got some old man wisdom
Yes.
that we need to lay down.
We do. And think about this for you and yourself. You would never, ever let your best employee work and do the things that you're doing. So why are you doing that to yourself?
Oh, that is deep.
Neil would never let me work that way. So I know Neil wouldn't do that. And that's something to think about. You wouldn't want to kill your employee doing that. So why are you killing yourself?
Man, that is some deep, good, wise old man wisdom right there. Wise words. Because we never think about it that way. We think about, well, they're burnt out. I'll take it on for them.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to burn them out. They're my best employee. I'll do it.
Don't want to lose them.
Don't want to lose them. So we end up taking it on ourselves and silently killing ourselves that way.
Yeah. And then they're going to have to look for a job when you have your stroke and your business runs away.
Correct. Man, that was deep. That's a heavy thing to end on there, sir.
It was. And you know what? I think grease is rubbing off on me.
I think so. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Tab Lab. We can't wait to catch you guys on the next one.
See ya.
Yeah. Hustling and grinding, don't know where to go. Emerald Coast board, got the knowledge flow. Whispers in the wind, strategies unfold. Business blueprint like a pirate's code.